my good old friend, Dr. Ganesan, and today we have a very distinguished person who is a product of the CMC Vellore, Dr. Padma Shri Dr. Chandy, and Ganesan's son, Senthil, is also there. We have distinguished persons on the dais and several distinguished persons here off the dais, many of whom I met before starting commencement of this meeting. Dr. Ganesan is a man with a lot of ideas. There are two things in this field of medical field. One is being very efficient, as he rightly said, the acumen for sharp diagnosis. Dr. Chandy has stressed that is one thing. A good physician, a good surgery, good doctor who knows what to do, when to do it, all this is one thing. And the other thing is the management. Management of an institution is not an ordinary thing. This is where Senthil has to play a role in the matter of management. Here we have Kanappa Memorial Hospital, hematology and cell therapy, and I understand we also a separate room for hemodialysis. Am I right, doctor?
Hemodialysis and also
hemodialysis.
So chronic renal replacement, continuous
So,
renal replacement therapy.
Because I am very much conversant with this problem of hemodialysis because I had to monitor the transshipment of a very precious patient in 1984, namely Puram NGR from Apollo Hospital. They got panicky there. They wanted him to be removed and taken. And then we had to do a lot of things. There are a lot of problems. Dialysis is also there. The peritoneal dialysis, hemodialysis, all these things. I do not want to go into that because it will become political. But the point is, one suggestion I would like to make to Dr. Ganesan. See, there are many patients today who are attending nursing homes, hospitals, one level lower than this, and such patients may require dialysis, hemodialysis, and then after hemodialysis they can go back to that old hospital. So if you can plan, I am giving a suggestion. I am sure if you accept the suggestion, it will be very rewarding also. What you can do is at a very nominal price rate. Whoever wants to have dialysis, come have dialysis and then go back to your hospital. That we think about it, how to plan it without hassles. All those things work. I am only giving just marginal on the bare outlines. That is what you can do. The other thing, many of us have not yet realized that the what we know usually call the elephant in the room. We have three problems. See, this particular generation you take about 100 years ago, the percentage of persons suffering from diabetes 100 years ago and the percentage of persons suffering from diabetes today. You'll be surprised and very much unhappy to know that India has become the world capital of diabetes. Why? What has gone wrong with India? Then again, it is about the heart patients. Heart patients, the number of people who lose their lives at a very early age. They have calculated, yesterday I read in a particular newspaper or some magazine that in one decade, the average age of persons who are going to have this heart operations has come down by 10 years, the average. If it was 50 years last decade, it has come to 40 years, something like that. One decade, 110 years. So, what are the causative factors of that is one thing. So I have talked to you about diabetes, about heart attack, and then the malignancy, for which to tackle which this hospital is primarily meant to tackle the problem malignancy, that is cancer, different varieties. I am not a technical experts are here, so I am just a general practitioner. But the point is, here also you have a role to play. Dr. Ganesan has a role to play. Why I am depending on Ganesan is, don't underestimate him. Many of you here, because he is modestly sitting, don't underestimate him. He is a fantastic person. On October 6th, I had an elevation politically. MGR suddenly decided, not only Chief Minister, I decided to become the General Secretary of the party. Niranjanian, RMB, everybody, top people are sitting. I didn't want him to spot me. Then he called me. I decided to have Dr. Hande as my Deputy General Secretary, he said. That was 6th October 1986. On that day, he started, I went and inaugurated his HiTech. It was the man, such ideas, within a very short time, it was like a banyan tree, the HiTech all over India, not only in Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka, in so many places. In fact, for one of my book release in Bangalore, at that time, Chief Minister Yediyurappa was there, and Sadananda Gowda, the Chief Minister, Yediyurappa. For that function also, I had the privilege of having him for that function also. What I am trying to tell you is, what he should do, in my humble opinion, is prepare a sort of a booklet, brochure, how to guard oneself against these three enemies. We have a lot of enemies. Pakistan is one enemy, China is another enemy, so many enemies. But of all these enemies, the biggest enemies are these three: diabetes and malignancy and heart attack. So how to prevent, what are the steps you can take to minimize the number of patients suffering from these things? You can prepare a booklet on behalf of this Kanappa Memorial Hospital. You can prepare a booklet and then issue it free. Whoever comes here for treatment, give one booklet. That will tell him, by doing this, we are reducing our own patients. Economically, it is not advantageous for us, but we are doing a social service. That's the point. Every one of us have a duty towards society. So if you can think in terms of that also, preventive, because I don't know whether you've heard of one Dr. Mammen. I think he must have heard. He was the World Health Organization's chief of the WHO. When I was minister, we had a lot of interactions. When I had gone to Washington also, all those met them also, the World WHO, all those people. He always used to say one thing: $1 spent on preventive and promotive, that is promotion of health. Preventive, promotive. Promotion of health, prevention of disease. $1 spent on that is equal to $10 spent on curative medicine. So that is what it is. So this hospital can take upon itself the task of not only in the curative side, but also preventive. That will be a unique whole in Tamil Nadu. That will be a unique thing for him to do. So these are the suggestions I have given. With these words, once again, complimenting my dear brother Dr. Ganesan for his ideas, man of ideas, how things will evolve, later on. That is most important. One particular idea, how it will evolve later on, that he has in abundance. I do hope and I am quite confident that this institution will be a very, very important landmark not only in the city of Chennai, but not only in the state of Tamil Nadu, but the whole of India. It will be a landmark within the next few years, before within even 3, 4, 5 years it will happen. You can see that. With these words, I am very grateful to him for having asked me to associate myself with this morning's function, and I wish him good luck and Godspeed. Thank you very much.